Rain lashed against the attic window, mimicking the frantic beat of my heart. Dust motes danced in the single shaft of light filtering through the grime. I shouldn't have gone up here. Grandma's warnings about the unsettled things echoed in my mind, but curiosity gnawed at me. The box, nestled amongst cobwebs and forgotten trinkets, was what drew me. It was ornately carved, mahogany darkened with age, a brass lock holding it shut. It thrummed with an unseen energy, a cold presence that made the hairs on my arms stand on end. With trembling fingers, I located the key hidden beneath a rolled-up tapestry. A metallic click echoed in the stifling silence as the lock yielded. Inside, nestled in crimson velvet, lay a porcelain doll. It wasn't a cute child's toy. Its face was an unsettling mask of perfect symmetry. Flawless white skin stretched taut over hollow cheeks. Large, black glass eyes seemed to follow me wherever I moved. A single, raven-black tear trickled down its porcelain cheek. A shiver ran down my spine. This wasn't a doll. It was something else entirely. A prickling fear settled in my gut. As I lifted it, a whisper tickled my ear. "Don't let her cry." Panic clawed at my throat. I didn't hear anything, yet the voice was clear as day. I dropped the doll, the porcelain clatter echoing like a death knell. The attic grew inexplicably colder, shadows lengthening and contorting into monstrous shapes. The whispers returned, this time a chorus. "Don't let her cry. She doesn't like to cry." Terror fueled my movements. I scrambled for the attic door, the knob cold and slick with sweat. It wouldn't budge. "Help! Someone help!" I screamed, my voice hoarse. The whispers became a chant, a rising tide of malice. The air grew thick and oppressive. I choked on a gasp as a skeletal hand, impossibly long and pale, reached out from the shadows, its bony fingers brushing my arm. Tears streamed down my face as I slammed my back against the door. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream pierced the silence. But it wasn't mine. The attic door creaked open a sliver. Light from the hallway spilled in, momentarily blinding me. In that brief moment, I saw a figure standing in the doorway. My grandmother, frail and stooped, a silver crucifix clutched tightly in her wrinkled hand. The chanting abruptly stopped. The skeletal hand retracted into the darkness. The attic air became warm again. The oppressive feeling lifted. Grandma stepped into the room, her gaze fixed on the doll. "So you found her," she said, her voice surprisingly steady. She moved towards the doll, her gait slow but sure. Picking it up, she cradled it gently in her arms. The doll's tear had vanished. "Grandma, what is it?" I croaked, fear replaced with a burgeoning confusion. Grandma turned to me, her eyes filled with a deep sadness. "She's the keeper of the attic, dear. We can't have her cry, you see. When she cries, they come back." My blood ran cold. "Who comes back?" Grandma's gaze flicked to the corner, where a single shadow seemed to writhe and twist. "The ones I locked away years ago. The ones who took your parents." A wave of nausea washed over me. My parents' disappearance, always an unanswered question, was linked to this horrifying secret in the attic? But she was whispering to me, I stammered. Grandma shook her head. "You wouldn't understand, dear. It's a long and painful story. Just promise me you'll never touch this doll again, and never speak of what you saw here tonight." Numbly, I agreed. Grandma shepherded me out of the attic, locking the door with a heavy sigh. As we descended the stairs, I couldn't help but steal a glance back. For a fleeting moment, I thought I saw a faint smile grace the porcelain doll's perfect lips. And for the first time, I understood. The doll wasn't the danger. My grandmother was.